Welcome back to the Grey Havens Hour, where we linger on the quiet turns of Tolkien's world and the wisdom hidden beneath its lines. Today we ride to Rohan, to a king who woke too late, and yet redeemed his house in fire and song. Théoden, son of Thengel, proud, weary, deceived, and restored. In both the book and the film, his story is one of awakening, from despair to courage, from shadow to honour. In this reflection, we'll explore how Sauron's poison worked its way into Rohan, Théoden's awakening, and the power of Gandalf's words, his struggle with age, fear, and pride, the difference between the book's quiet dignity and the film's raw grief, and why Théoden's late courage still redeems all that came before. This is Théoden, the king who woke too late. When we first meet Théoden in the Two Towers, he's not the proud rider of Rohan. He is silent, pale, and still. Tolkien writes, his eyes were dull, and he did not speak. Wormtongue's whispers and Saruman's spells of poisonous words have drained his will. But Tolkien makes it clear, Théoden is not possessed. He is weighed down by lies, fear, and exhaustion. It's spiritual decay, not sorcery. In the book, his court is filled with gloom, yet there is still a flicker of strength within him, the sleeping man who can still choose to ride. In Peter Jackson's film, Gandalf's entrance feels like an exorcism, light bursting through darkness. Théoden's youth restored in a surge of power. Visually, it's unforgettable. But in Tolkien's text, the awakening is gentler and deeper. Gandalf speaks words, not spells. Now, Lord, look out upon your land, breathe the free air again. And Théoden replies, dark have been my dreams of late. This isn't a magical cure. It's truth spoken into despair. Tolkien's Gandalf doesn't seize control. He reminds Théoden of who he already is. The film gives us a miracle. The book gives us restoration. Both moments matter. One captures the power of myth, the other the power of memory. In the book, Théoden never regains his youth. His hand still trembles, his hair is still white. He is an old man, made new only in spirit. He says to Éowyn, alas, I have had such shame as no man should have, to be cozened by a worm. That admission shows the courage Tolkien admired most, the humility to see oneself clearly. The film, in contrast, gives us a king reborn in strength, hammering his sword against the throne room floor, proclaiming his might. It's cinematic power. But Tolkien's version feels truer to the heart of a legend, a broken man who stands anyway. Once awakened, Théoden does not retreat. He chooses to ride out. In the book, he says, new dawn comes. I bid men sound the horns, and we will ride to war. He is still afraid. He knows Rohan may fall, but his decision is one of free will. That's Tolkien's recurring theme. Courage, not as confidence, but as faithfulness amid despair. In the film, Bernard Hill captures that perfectly. The flash of doubt before command. It's not recklessness. It's a tired man remembering duty. Both portrayals meet in that moment, book and film in harmony. At Helm's Deep, Jackson's Théoden becomes a warrior king, leading from the walls. He fights beside Aragorn, shouting, so much death! What can men do against such reckless hate? It's a line written for the film, but it echoes Tolkien's themes exactly. Even without that speech, The book gives us the same heart. Theoden fighting until dawn, refusing to yield. He is not a symbol of victory, he's an image of endurance. And when dawn breaks and Gandalf arrives, Theoden laughs in the light. That light, brief and clear, is his redemption. After Helm's Deep, Theoden rides to Isengard and faces Saruman. Here, Tolkien shows his full restoration. I fear neither pain nor death. He is no longer a man who sat silent under Wormtongue's shadow. He speaks with the voice of Rohan again. Jackson's film gives us a more emotional arc, haunted by Theodred's death and guilt towards Eowyn. Those details aren't in the book, but they ring true to its spirit, that healing always costs something. Every choice from now on, Theoden makes with clear eyes. That's the true miracle. At the Pelennor Fields, Tolkien gives Theoden one of the most noble deaths in all legend. As his horse Snowmane falls, he calls out, "Thus passes Theoden, son of Thengel. To the halls of my fathers I go, where I shall now take my rest." The film adds Eowyn's presence, letting her hold him as he dies. That change intensifies the emotion, and in spirit it fits Tolkien's theme of renewed kinship. But in both versions, Theoden's last act is the same: gratitude and peace. He dies not defeated, but fulfilled. So why too late? Because Theoden's wisdom comes only after years lost to fear. He cannot rebuild Rohan. He cannot see the Fourth Age. But Tolkien never mocks him for that. He honours it. In the world of The Lord of the Rings, late courage still matters. As Gandalf says to Denethor, Theoden's dark reflection, "Authority is not given to you, steward of Gondor, to order the hour of your death." Theoden waits for his hour, and answers it with grace. That's what makes him a true king. Theoden's story is a story of awakening. Too late to save all, yet not too late to save himself. In his humility, his slowness to act, and his final laughter in the dawn, Tolkien shows that even delayed courage can redeem an age of fear. If this reflection spoke to you, ride with us again by subscribing, sharing, and joining the conversation below. And remember, even when the shadow feels too strong, dawn still comes for those who wait in hope.